Hello ladies, I'm a 25-year-old university graduate who's still looking for a decent job. I've been dating my 27-year-old girlfriend for a year now and we love each other so much. The issue is her mom isn't in support of our relationship because her daughter is older than I am and she claims her daughter is due for marriage. I'm sad and confused because her mom has started giving her pressure to break up with me and has even started introducing her to well-to-do men. I feel I'm going to lose her even though we love each other so much. Please advise. We're heading to Joburg with this one. Savvy, weigh in first.
Is it me? Is it? Oh gosh, Lord have mercy. Oh. You know what? There's something about a mother-daughter relationship. It can either be the most beautiful thing on earth or a living nightmare. And when I say living nightmare, there's the controlling. There's, I think you should be this. I think you should wear this. I think you should have this job. I think you should marry this kind of person. There are some relationships, mother and daughter, where the daughter is able to have an honest conversation with the mother, and there are some relationships that don't foster that. So for me, this seems like the latter. This is the kind of relationship where I am sensing that this girl has been raised and lived most of her life pleasing her mother. And now it's come to the time where there's something that she really wants, but it's not fitting into her mother's plans for her daughter's life. And her daughter, who's the girlfriend, she's now at a crossroads and she needs to think about what's important and where she wants to go and what will that mean. Because the guy at this beginning point, at least for me, there's nothing the guy can do at this point. These are the beginning stages. If she is meeting prospective partners, that is something that she's engaging in and she's allowing. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
She's not kicking and screaming, she's engaging in it. And there's something to be said. I mean, we're all women, guys. I've been in situations in my younger days, when I thought this was cute. But in my younger days where I would I've only introduced two people, but I brought or even showed a picture, my mother would say, "Oh, I don't like him." And we would laugh. I'd be like, "Why? Why?" I'd be like, "No, I don't like the look of him." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you're not dating him. I am." But the relationship that we have is the type where I can say that, right? Because we both know that I'm the one who's going to spend the rest of my life with him, not you.
Right.
Exactly. It's the daughter who has to foster an engagement, trying to get the mother to know the boyfriend, get the boyfriend to understand who the mother is, meet in the middle, have a common ground here. But it can't be a thing of just by the boyfriend's at the door coming to meet Ma. Before the boyfriend even meets Ma, the girl has to do some work here. There's a relationship here way before the boyfriend that needs to be worked on. That she needs to find her voice. She needs to be comfortable to tell her truth. I think a lot of that needs to be worked on first before they even try and do the "I want my family to love you" situation. It's what is the relationship between the mother and the daughter and what needs to be done in order to bring the mother along to her side. Nobody else can choose who you're going to love. This is not an arranged marriage. It's 2020 where people know each other, where people are allowed to fall in love. We'll always be somebody's child, but at the same time we're grown-ups. We wake up every day, we either go and study, we go to work, we look after ourselves. We're not in the womb anymore.
Right.
So she needs to be strong enough to have some really honest, soft landing conversations with her mother. Because her mother's got a totally different plan for her life, which is funny because that plan does not correlate with her daughter's.
Well said. Gail, what do you think?
You said the mom said what? The lady's too old. Like they are both in their 20s.
Yeah.
Just 2
He's
years
25.
difference.
Yeah, she's 25.
2 years. Well, I used to have a big deal about that. I used to feel funny when I think I said that before, I used to date someone and I was 2 years older. I made a huge deal out of that. I wouldn't date the guy. Yeah, I wouldn't, because 2 years.
Yeah.
But here now I think very differently about that. And I mean, they're both in their 20s. It's not like she's like 45 and he's still 27. No, 2 years. There's nothing really wrong with that. People focus on the wrong things when they are looking for life partners, like age, money, status. You should rather focus on character, okay? And she said they both love each other, right? So, as if the guy will never get old. When I hear, like relationships concerning age, I'm like, you grow older at the end of the day, or you also be older than somebody. You, the guy, who end up getting a younger lady, and that's what society was always saying, that the guy has to be older. I don't know why they keep saying that. But then when I got older, I learned something, that women's libido, I'm just saying that on the side, it gets higher
the older you grow.
So if you imagine I'm with somebody who's 10 years older than me, he can't match me. When because his libido is going to be going, and his stamina and everything is going to be diminishing, and mine is going higher. So who said that the man has to be older? I need to find that person. I think it's just on a lighter note, but like Sabi said, the guy is like a third wheel here, because the lady seems not to have a mind of her own and is allowing the woman to tell her what to do. Now she's choosing partners for you, and you're also entertaining them. So, and the guy is already insecure,
right?
Because he doesn't have any money, and now they are bringing in people who have money and stuff. So it's like, I don't see how they're going to build anything, substantial now with what he has. He's still in school, or he's trying to get a job. So he's not established, but they're still young.
No, I think he has a job, because he put decent in quotes.
He's yet to find a decent one.
Yeah.
But they are both still young. So I think, back then, way back, 25 was too old. Back then, 18, they used to get married 18, 20, start having kids. My mom, them's 20, 22. But now, even 30, you're too young, because of the way things are now. Things are different, not like before. Women are encouraged to go to school also and develop themselves as well. Yeah. So there's no rush. Before, women didn't go to school. The guy did everything. They arranged their marriage. He picks her up to his house, and she just has his baby and cook for him and stuff. Now, the dynamics are different now. So, if I were him, I should stop wasting my time. Right. Let the girl, give the girl space to make up her own mind.
Okay. All right, Livy.
That's what I think.
Do you know, in all of this, I'm wondering what the girl's response to you has been. Because she's come back to you and told you, my mom says this. My mom has even introducing me to prospective partners. So after she told you, what did you ask her, and what was her response? Did she assure you that your love was good enough to take both of you to the next step? Okay, because you're feeling insecure. So I'm guessing that she didn't make you feel, she's not making you feel as confident in the relationship anymore.
Right.
Okay, so like Sabi rightly said, this girl has got to find her voice, and she's got to find one ASAP. She's got to speak to her mom on a very calm note, and she needs a lot of time to be able to wean off her mother's ideas, her mother's opinions, and her mother's, it's not even opinion. Her mother doesn't have an opinion. Her mother is like lording over her, deciding for her what she should do with her life, what she should not do with her life. And it becomes very annoying, because you do find that a lot these days, where some mothers, not all mothers, keep pushing their children into marrying people who are rich, or it's like indirectly prostituting your children. Like, she could marry a rich man for all she wants, and the rich man could start, I've heard all sorts of stories whereby some rich men end up being abusive and end up worrying, people's daughters. So clearly this woman's objectives are wrong. Like Sabi said, she's got to find her voice. The relationship that I had with my mom, like back then, it was so open whereby my opinion mattered. And I think that's how I'm raising my children, whereby they ask questions and their opinions matter because they have a brain, they've got emotions, they are not animals.
Right.
You know, so I think that her mom is overstepping her boundaries here. It's because the girl has allowed that to happen. So moving forward, have that conversation with her. Ask your girlfriend, okay, this is what mommy is doing. What do you want?
Right.
So once she tells you exactly what she wants, at least you know where you stand. If she says, oh, I don't know what to do, I have to listen to my mom, because if I don't listen to my mom, this is what is going to happen. And you know what, however you want to look at it, assuming through some divine intervention, you get money and you end up being you end up being a millionaire tomorrow. This woman will have a say in terms of what she wears on her wedding day, when you guys have sex, when you guys do this, when you guys do that. But this girl needs to mature, and she needs to mature quickly. She needs to find her voice, like Sabi rightly said.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Find your voice. What do you want, most importantly? It's not about what mummy says or who mummy's introducing you to. What do you want? Whatever you want, go for it. Thank you so much for watching Sister Sister on your favorite City TV. Now, don't forget, if you want some more exciting content, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. We call it the City Tube. And don't forget to click on the bell to receive notifications for fresh updates.
Sister Sister, every Friday at 9 p.m. only on City TV.